us of in record that we do not have Meru people living in Tharaka County. The only people living in Meru in Tharaka County are called Tharaka. We have 3 dialects, distinct dialects. We have the Chukas, we have the Mwembis and Naraka. Anybody in the name of Meru is living in Meru County. So I think this information that the governor has presented before us is neither there nor there.
Point of order, Chair.
Just a minute, point of order. Because, Honorable Chair, when you invite Meru,
Point of order. What's your point of order? Is it in order for Senator for Tharaka to purport that the document that the governor has presented before this committee is false?
No, he didn't use the word false. I didn't hear that. No, I didn't hear that.
Continue.
That
is what is purported.
I am trying to cast doubts on the document that is brought. Maybe the people did some conversation of tribes in Tharaka were not right for advice. Because, Chair, I'm a Tharaka person. When the governor of Meru appears before here, she will present a similar document, where we have, in Meru County, the so-called Meru, if somebody tells you that he or she comes from Meru, that one comes from Meru County. But, we ran away from those historical perspectives. When somebody tells you that you come from Meru, then you can't tell somebody from Tharaka that he comes from Meru County. Actually, if this document find its way to some parts of Tharaka or some Meru, there will be a lot of issues.
Right,
the distinct tribes, the governor should have done, he should have told us.
No, he cannot.
You look at number 16. Number 16 is correctly put. This is Tharaka. He should have told us we have the Chukas people, Omenadei, and the Mwembis, who are the Chogorias, and Mberes, because we have the Mbere community. We have the Mbere community which is captured. Then we should have Chuka people who are supposed to be captured. We have Mwembis who are supposed to be captured. Tharaka people who have been captured, who have been correctly captured actually. That is the issue, is that the government should have told us. But when you lump all these people, the Chukas, the Mwembis and everybody, you call them Meru, I think this information is...
Point of order, Honorable.
What's your point of order?
Yeah, I don't want us to lap a match on this because a number of communities normally use a collective name. They don't segregate. For example, the Kalenjins. When they were presenting, they gave you the name Kalenjin. But inside Kalenjin, allow me to speak, Honorable.
We are already on a point of order. No, she's already on a point of order.
You cannot compare.
Let her allow me to speak because I'm on a point of order.
Yes.
Yeah, Kalenjin, we have around 15 of them. We have the Pokots, we have the Kipsigis, name it. And they don't normally appear. So I think how the governor have just presented the case is that is how a number of them have been presented, and that is how I think the data office has been using it. Unless we want all these communities to be segregated, that is when we can now have these other names.
Thank you, Vice Chair.
This is can I just
before you do that, let me also recognize our senator who is on online. Kindly can ask her to go on record.
Senator, you can go on record.
My name is Senator Betty Montez, a member of that committee. I'm glad Tharaka is in today.
Because the governor alluded to the fact that, what he presented was purely babble.
Purely?
Babble.
Yes. There
is no documentation to that effect, that Chukas constitutes about 30%, Beres, Mwembis, and all these things. So, I'm saying this, Honorable Chair, maybe to diffuse politics, because when you say and 67% of the Tharaka County constitutes from people from Meru County, I think that is not in order.
Senator,
Chair,
let me
and I request Chair.
Let me finish first.
Okay.
There is something I want to say. We had the issue with former county councils, and this specific county was maybe under Meru County. Let me finish. So I want to allow the governor to continue with what he was saying. And then if there is anything you guys want to ask, senators, you want to ask, please, you can proceed. Yeah. Governor, please proceed. Huh? Then you say 30%.
Yeah,
Mbere?
Chair and Honorable Senators, I just want to simplify this for you. I also want first and foremost to commend my senator because of his activism. He's a human rights activist. He protects his people, which I really appreciate, and he's my friend. But I would like to advise him how he can be able to help the situation he's alluding to. You know, Chair, we are guided by the law, which is written, which is in the Constitution. If you look at the Constitution of Kenya, it recognizes 42 tribes. I'm not very sure whether we have the additional that were given the other day, but the traditional is 42 tribes. If you go to that list, you'll not find anybody called Chuka, anybody called Mudambe, Mwembe. That is what we would like, and that's what the Senate is alluding. But this is not the right forum. He should be able to take a motion to Senate and ensure that those communities are recognized by the law as ethnic communities and be put there among the 42 tribes of Kenya. What is there at the moment is Tharaka, which is recognized as a tribe, and Meru. Those sub-tribes you're talking about, which are not recognized by law, they are recognized as Meru community. Mwembe, Mudambe, Chuka, those are Meru. Tharaka is a ethnic community by itself. Mbere, they are Mbere, but we have a small section living in Tharaka-Nithi. Kamba is Kamba, we have a small percentage living in Tharaka-Nithi. That is the point, so that we don't spend all the time arguing something that is not in the law. Chair, if we can put that.
Chair, maybe can I react to
Yes,
Governor?
please. Yes, please.
Governor, are you on record saying what you submitted before us, these Merus, captures now the Mwembes, the Chukas? Is that what you're trying to say, Governor?
I am saying that the 68% that I've given you, 68.65% is Mwembe, Mudambe, Chuka, and if we have a few from Meru County, from the communities of Imenti, Tigania, and Egembe, they are also in that category of Meru. Yes.
So, thank you very much, Excellency. Yes.
You know, the governor you know, this committee deals with equal opportunities. That is our bottom line, right? It's about equal opportunities. You know, in the presentation, of course, the governor is right historically and the law and everything. You know, there are those recognitions of Chukas are Merus, Mwembes are Merus, and all these things. But anybody who wants to look at this presentation, and you say that Tharaka-Nithi County has 68% of people from Meru. It's just out on governor. Maybe through the chair, I would advise the governor to give us a breakdown of the dialects. What is Tharaka-Nithi County in the name of Chuka, what percentage, Mwembe, what percentage, Tharaka, what percentage, Mbere, what, and I'm up, I can see the chair, the County Public Service Commission is around. So
Chair.
I think it's important for our consumption. It's important even for this committee. It's important for us to consume that kind of information.
Okay, thank you very much.
Just the way we have been doing to other counties.
Okay, Madam.
Because we have been having a lot of trouble even with the way Madam Vice Chair is saying about the colleges.
Okay.
Somebody comes and employs the entire Kipsigis and tells these are colleges. We want to know how many students are there, how many Nandis are there. Because this committee chair is about equal opportunities.
Okay, thank you.
Because people, right? I think you are getting my argument.
Yeah, completely, yes.
So historically, I mean, logically, and what the government is, the argument you're presenting is excellently
Okay,
right.
Good. So thank you very much. I think, Governor, we will allow you, like others also. What we've done is we've asked some governors to give us a further statement saying that, yes, you know, that I understand where you're coming from, but I don't know if you are a Tharaka or a Meru. Can you, because sometimes, you know, people look at it. You will never see it. Thank you very much. So, Governor, let me not go into that. So what I wanted is you can you are saying 68.65% are called merus because of legal issues. But then you have others, under Meru, you have other small clans or communities or sub-clans. You can send, they can give you a week, give us details of those ones so that we can keep it in our record. Because you see now, if you say you've employed 68.65%, and Kamau was asking you, why do you employ only Merus, or this percentage? The law also says you cannot employ from one community that much. So if you can do that for us, it will be fine. Then you can continue answering other questions also.
Thank you, Chair. Just for record, my ethnicity is Tharaka-Nithi, because I represent the whole of the county. I don't know whether the Senator would allude to the same for his tribe, but that's a tribe that I belong to.
Yeah, that is a political ethnicity, but you could be having a political ethnicity.
There's no clan called Tharaka-Nithi. He has even said it before.
Yes. There is no clan called Tharaka-Nithi. Nithi is a river.
Yes. Okay, proceed.
Actually, the Kira River, the one which is
Governor, proceed.
Thank you, Chair. I think that is adequately advised, and if you so wish, we can furnish this committee with something that is not in the law, just for clarity, which is the sub-tribes of the Meru.
Governor is talking about dialect.
Yes,
You understand what
yeah,
we
the
are trying-
sub-tribes
Yes.
also give us dialects.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
we also have some dialects where you find the Tharaka people.
so you are the one who brought this issue
Yes,
of 30%, 10%,
Yes.
and 30%.
that we can provide.
Yes.
Although it's not in our records today because you not asked for that.
But you see, whatever documents you brought and whatever you are saying here
Yes,
is the same thing.
is what you had asked for, Chair.
Exactly.
Yeah, and what is in the law.
Yes.
Yeah.
What you said, when you talked about 30%, 10%, and 30, is your word. So what we are saying, give us that on record so that we don't say we have got only Meru 68 point something percent. That is what we are trying to say. We have similar issues with Somalis, but they have, so if you look at Somali, there are Ogaden, larger community living in Garissa today. So if you say there is Ogaden and he brings us a Somali, then there is a problem. There are other Somalis who are sub-tribes, not clans, not recognized. But you need, because of your interest of the communities, you need to specifically specify. So kindly, if you can give us those details, and Governor, proceed with Senator Kamau's questions.
Thank you, Chair. And I would want to bring that to close and promise that we will bring the list of the ethnicities, also the dialects. Although it's also important to note that even within the Tharaka community, we also have about 2 dialects that, because of the neighboriness with the other communities.
Timeline,
So,
yeah, timeline.
Timeline
Timeline for
1 week.
submission.
1 week, I've said 1 week.
1 week, okay.
Thank you. Proceed, Governor.
So on the other issue, Senator Lamu had asked about the CECs. He had asked about the composition of the persons with disabilities, in why it is 1%. I agree, yes, it is not exactly 1%. I think it's 1.28%. Yeah, 1.3%. And Chair, this is something we definitely would like to bring to a bigger percentage. Even though the law talks about a third, not of people, persons with disabilities, but it's a third of people with disability combined with gender, combined with youth.
But Governor, for your information,
Yeah.
let me correct you. It says not less than 5%.
Not less than 5%.
For PWDs.
That I agree. But sometimes, Chair, it depends on when you make an application, who applies. You can't go out and look for people, tell them, come and employ you. Even to get this percentage,
Governor,
we have been very deliberate.
that is very casual.
Yes.
Governor, please. With all due respect, the question was, you're at 1%, he said, but I have a record here, 1.3%.
Yes.
So he's asking you, why are you not having 5%? But the law says gradual
5%.
increment. to
Gradually.
5%. So you tell us, what measures are you going to put
Okay,
in place?
thank you.
That's
Thank
very
you,
simple.
Chair. First and foremost,
Yes.
let me start by clarifying that These employees you see here are not all employees of county government. Some were employed before we came into office by different, what we call the local authorities, the county councils, municipal councils, town councils. And then we also have a percentage of employed by county government. And I would say for that figure, I think we've done fairly well. It's work in progress. I want to say we are not there, but we'll endeavor to ensure that we continue being inclusive by also increasing the number of persons living with disabilities in the employment of the county government. Chair?
Senator Gatai.
Thank you, through the chair. I would want to know from His Excellency the Governor. Do you have a docket that directly deals with PWDs?
Governor?
Yes, Chair, we have a docket that has got a CEC and it's got a chief officer and directors that deals with PWD, which is together with gender and other related issues.
Are there some existing structures, incentives, policies that are formulated maybe to make sure that we bring those PWDs in
that
county
is,
government?
that's
Because
a
you
good
know
question.
the governor casually mentioned that you cannot just go and pick somebody from home and give him a job.
Thank you very much,
Do
Senator.
we have those incentives put in place? Because you know PWDs are naturally traumatized, right? They are traumatized, the people who are quite a bit marginalized here and there. Do we have any existing incentive, maybe a policy or a framework through which you can encourage people from far-flung areas like Alangacheni, some other areas where they can come and
Thank you
get
very
work?
much.
Chair, can I make a comment, please, Chair?
Yes, please.
You know, Chair, when we got devolution, we sort of are having functions that are overlapping. The PWD question, fine, it is at the county level, but then again, there's a law that establishes the National Council for PWDs, which sits across the entire country, Senator Mofai. So it is incumbent upon the county government and their structures to liaise with that particular organization. And I'm speaking with the authority because my wife runs that program nationally. So that tells you all issues pertaining to PWDs are supposed to be liaising with that particular organization, and then the county now. If it is even wrong for you to have a seat in charge of PWD for information, Governor. Thank you, Chair.
So this appointment will arrive at my question.
It's a point of information.
Thank you.
And further information on that, Chair.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Senator Gataya, please.
Yeah, a further information on that, Honorable Senator, is that there are a number of programs that are being run by the national government in line with the people living with disabilities and vulnerable within the counties. So the structure exists. It's only that maybe now for the county government to make sure that they have their data of that particular county and even a continuous one for that matter. Because I believe
I think those concerns are supposed to be addressed to the governor, not to
yeah, it was just a point of information.
Thank you very much, Senators. Governor, you know, we so many governors came before us, and those governors, we are asking them the same questions. You did a second term. So far, what have you done so far, and what are you intending to do in the next 3 years? Governor, you can get people, PWDs from, even Marsabit. I come from Marsabit. You can get it from Isiolo. Neighbors too. You can get it from Embu. From, you know, so what we are asking you is, we are going to present these documents before the House. So what we are asking you, what programs, the same thing Governor Senator Gatai is asking you. So then the same Governor.
I can be a governor.
Okay. So Governor, just explain to us so that we have it on record.
Okay, Chair, first of all, allow me just to not raise a concern, but just put the record straight. I don't know what happens to people when they cross the other side. My senator is a former MCA. Last time I checked on record, there was a PWD Act, Persons Living with Disability Act, that was passed by the County Assembly. Actually, the record tells me he was the mover of the motion. I don't know how he forgot so easily that the act is there.
What we passed was implemented. That was my
And he has never told me he has been an MCA.
That is
No,
what
you are
we,
MCA before.
That is what we
So it's chair of park, Chairman.
that is where we start.
Chair of park.
Yeah, that is what we are implementing now.
Proceed, yes.
And to tell you that we are on top of things implementing the regulations that the act that he passed, the regulations have been put in place. That is why we have a department with directors, chief officer, CEC. Out of the total of 81, out of total of 34 that are employed in the county government at the moment, 15 are employed after devolution. That means we made a deliberate effort that had not been made in the previous years because of the new law. So it is work in progress, and I promise that it's only that opportunities to employ really are not there. If you look like the record shows that for the last I think 3 years, we have only employed, I think, 77 people, technical staff who are required because of replacement of those who have left service, and those we have introduced probably levels of service that requires technical support. So we want to promise that we'll continue. It's only that employment is also challenged by availability of opportunities, resources, and also the technical department may also be challenged in the same.
Thank you very much.
On the issue of
On the
yes.
same issue, can the
Let
governor...
him finish. Let him finish your first question.
On the issue of the people, staff working in county government who are above 60 years of age, I want to note that out of this, there are above 60 years of age. Out of the nine, no, not 9, but 10, 8 are people living with disability whose retirement age is 65 years. That is where we have them. Then 2 are CCs. And actually the person who is above 65 years of age is a CC, who is a professional in the medical field. And we needed his expertise. That is why the health is doing very well in Drakaniti. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Senator Lomane.
Chair, what is the staff establishment of Tarakaniti? Second, Chair, how many advisors do you have?
Thank you. You can answer those questions.
Well-
I think if you can allow you have CEO board, you can answer that question. Staff establishment, if you don't mind, Governor.
Chair will I'll allow the county secretary to answer the one of staff establishment.
Okay. Kindly, Council Secretary.
Yeah, through you, Chair. Now I want to enrich the concerns of the Turkana.
No, let him answer the question first, and then.
It's point of information, Chair. I want to make it easier for the.
What is your point of information? What is your point of information?
To correctly answer. You know, it's important, Chair, that we have a categorized system. Maybe those who are on permanent and personal basis, the contract, the casual, so that we can have the entire structure under that arrangement.
Yeah, but you see, that is why we're asking for a staff establishment.
You may have
No, we are wrong. The staff establishment that they are giving us is the proposed, not the actual, because they have already given us the actuals. So if they have monies, if they have resources, if Senator Mofaya gives funds to the county, more funds to the county, what would have been your staff
Kindly
establishment?
proceed, County Secretary.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chair. For the staff establishment is the number of people working in various candas in our county.
Point of order, Chair. Have you heard what the Public Service Board Chair is saying?
No, this is
Have you heard what he has said?
County Secretary.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
can you repeat any answer, please? What you just said?
I've seen the total establishment, people who are distributed in various candas and designations is 2641. And given time, we can now break down our establishment.
That is not the question that was asked.
Do you have CO?
Yeah. Maybe, Chair, the question they're asking is, within the organogram that you have for the county, what was the proposed number of staff that you were supposed to have? Bearing in mind, we have the actuals that you have as at now. What was the proposed number of staff that you need to have as a county, if you would have been given resources?
Thank you for that clarification. We have the current is 2641, and across the board, our establishment, the proposed, runs to 12,380 in various candas, and especially in health, where we have a lot of needs for the purpose of delivering the services to the people. So the proposed, or our envisaged, is 12,380.
The second question from Romani. How many advisors do you have?
Yes, Chair, first of all, I don't know why Senator Lomanen did not declare his interest here, because among these senators here, except my senator, is only Senator I've eaten ugali in his house in Turkana. He's been a very good friend of mine. We served together in Parliament, and I know he's looking forward to being a governor of Turkana, and he's trying to gauge how many advisors he can have. I have very few. My friend, I have very few. I only have 3 that are allowed by the law. I have the economic advisor, I have a political advisor, and legal advisor. Only 3.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Governor. Senator Chime, can I ask Madam to go on record, please? Madam Lieying.
Thank you, Chair, Your Excellency, and your team. Senator Beth Siengo, your neighbor from Kitui County. Thank you, Chair.
Clearing interest, or?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm looking at the team that His Excellency has come with, and I'm looking for women, because I am the women president of Broad-Based. So I wanted to know the numbers. Okay. Thank you, Broad-Based.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Senator Chimera.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I have 4 issues. I'll be very brief. On the first question, Governor, and I don't know whether it's deliberate you didn't give us the composition of your county public service board, though they are here, but I'm interested to know the ethnicity, the composition of the members. It appears to me like they are all 100% from Meru. Maybe you'll give a comment on that one. The other issue is on question number 4.
Note it down, please. Note it down so that you don't.
Question number 4, Chair, on the procurement and access to government opportunities by the youth, women, and PWDs. You've given us a figure of Kenya shillings 1,534,412,613 in the financial year that is 23-24. I have not seen the total procurement spent from Tarakaniti, so that we are able to now quantify whether indeed you are compliant by what you've awarded to PWDs, youth, and women. This figure you are referring to, maybe I can read it for clarity, that you are saying the county government of Tarakaniti paid goods and services worth Kenya shillings 1.5 billion. Is that what was budgeted as your procurement plan, the procurement spent, or this is a figure you paid for goods and services? The other issue is on your reports, which is an extra, must be an extra 5, Chair. It is not compliant with the section 157 of PPRA. We have not seen a 6-month compliance report from the county government of Tarakaniti. Perhaps a procurement person can provide if it is available. The last issue, Chairman, I would be interested in a comment from the governor on section 65(1)(a) of the CGA that basically preserves 30% in terms of inclusion. And this is an issue Senator Mofai has raised. Now you campaign in Tarakaniti, and as you campaign, all the people you find, the dominant tribe is maybe 80%. In terms of giving them jobs, CPSB, CECs, chief officers, directors, how practical is this law in nature? Do we allow it in law, or you think it's not practical enough so that you are not able to comply with the law, Chair? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Rejoinder of that.
Okay, yes, Senator Kamau.
Thank you very much, Chair. I wanted to do a rejoinder of on the issue that the Senator Chimera has spoken about Section 65(1)(e) of the County Government Act. And I wanted to draw the attention of this committee to page 5